The show. I ain't got time for the introductions. We got some work to do. If you're listening right now, welcome into the Gee and Ursula Show. And some of you all have been waiting for what we are about to talk about before we get to agree to disagree. And by the way, if you're saying, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're talking about this, trust me, this show has been heavy. We have been talking
all week.
A lot. All week, we've been talking a lot of news. But right now, we need a break real quick before we get to agree to disagree. Here's what happened. As we're getting ready to get out of our last segment, Ursula went on to say, hey, guys, you know I haven't been wearing my wedding ring. And oh, by the way, someone asked me something because I didn't have the wedding ring on. So let's go. I just want to get that real quick. Let's go from the very beginning. Okay, Ursula, where are you at? What is going on? Okay. Let's go.
Okay, once I fill in some of the details, it may make more sense.
Okay.
So yesterday, I picked up a free gift that is offered by a certain casino off exit 199 off of I-5.
Talayla?
No, Quilcita.
Oh, okay.
And so they're giving
okay, that's next to it. Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
Come on.
And so I went and picked up my blanket, and I was like, oh, now the traffic's bad, so I need to I'll play a few games before I get back on the road.
Okay.
So there I am, and someone comes in, someone who I've seen before, and she's saying hello, and she introduces me to her cousin.
Okay, cousin,
And,
gal,
a guy,
okay,
yeah, a guy, very friendly guy, nice guy who pretended he'd never seen a slot machine before, so he plops himself next to me.
I've done that before too. And so he wants you to show you how to play.
Yeah. No, he's just pretending like I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm looking at him like, dude, you're pressing a button.
I've totally done this. Now, is he really nice?
Very nice.
Very nice, okay.
And in fact, I told the cousin later, I said, oh, he's, very nice, very sweet.
Okay.
But somehow, and again, then I went and got myself a non-alcoholic drink, and then I see him there, and he's saying hello, and now he's getting closer and closer to me. And then
so he followed you. Did you think you were done with him?
Yes. I thought it was like, okay, I've seen him, one and done, I'm out. Yes.
Okay.
So then I see him again, and then I see him again. This time he plops down, and I'm thinking, and by the way, she had told me my cousin has a girlfriend right now, and the girlfriend, I'm going to try to hide some of the details.
Sure, you just don't give his name. Is out of town.
The girlfriend is out of town.
Perfect opportunity.
Exactly. And so I said, oh, and so she was trying to cheer him up by bringing him with her.
Wait, cheer him up because his girlfriend's out of town?
Yes.
He's sad?
He was sad.
Red flag?
That's what I was told. He was sad.
Now,
apparently he was not that sad.
Okay, but real quick, before you get to the next part, at any point between him sitting down, needing to know what to do, following you to the bar, and in the third place, was there ever a time that you're thinking to yourself, is this guy trying to hit on me?
No.
Okay.
I never thought that would be the case.
Okay.
Part of it is because I could tell he was probably considerably younger than me.
Okay.
Was he attractive?
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay. Scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10.
God, this is terrible. If this person is listening, I feel horrible. I don't like putting people on a scale.
You're not lying?
He's not unattractive.
6?
Not my type.
7?
I'm so happy in my marriage.
7.5.
Okay. 7.
Give me a 9. Give me a 10.
No, she gave him a 7. Hey, by the way, just so you know, fellas, if you get a 7, that's pretty damn good. I'm being real.
Yeah, 7. I'm very happy with 7.
A 7, I'd be happy with a 7.
It's not that he was unattractive.
Okay.
I'm trying to make that clear. And he seemed perfectly nice. But then he starts asking me questions like, hey, and he wants to give me a hug. I'm like, dude, I said, first of all, I said, I'm married. And he says, no, you're not. I've already checked it out. And I look down on my finger, and I'm like, oh, he's correct. I don't have my ring on, and it's because it's getting resized.
Right, he told us that.
I've lost a little bit of weight. Yes. So it's getting resized, and I told him then. I said, I'll show you a picture of my husband and my kids. I said, and then I turned around and I said, you dog. I said, your cousin told me your girlfriend's out of town. You're trying to ask me to go. And then, he's trying to flatter me, tell me, what he thinks I look like, blah, blah, blah. And to me, and then he said, okay, how about just a hug then? I'm like, no. At this point, I'm like, I'm grossed out.
He said, wait. So after you told him those things, you showed him the picture. My man still said, well, how about just a hug there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he looked, hurt as he's walking away, slinking away. And I said, "Yeah, no, thanks. I don't think he'll talk to me the next time if I ever see him again."
Okay.
Now, the funny thing is, within this past year, I've had to remove my ring twice and 2 times. And I'm not saying I'm God's gift to anything or that I think I am, Bo Derek walking down a beach. I'm just like, women have to keep their rings
Yes,
on
you do.
if they don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I found that anyway, I also told him, I said, "Dude, I think I'm old enough to be your mom."
And what did he say to that?
And he said, "No." Then he was trying to say,
Right.
anyway, he was just trying to flatter me. And I said, I throw it out all the time. I'm turning 60. And he goes, "That's okay. I'm in my 40s.
All right. Before we get to agree,
I'm sorry that maybe that story didn't pay off you might have hoped.
No, because we're not done with the story. Because I want to be able to respond to what I just heard and just kind of give my evaluations and opinion of what's going on.
By the way,
yeah,
I told Mark as soon as I got home. I was like, "You are not going to believe what happened tonight."
All right. So first, let me just say this. I think that even though he noticed that you didn't have your ring on, I also think, this is why I think the dude's a creep than a dog. I think not only do you not have your ring on, one of the things that I noticed right away on your finger is, you guys know Ursula just came back from a cruise, right? And she was on a cruise. She was in hot weather, the sun. Well, I can clearly see on Ursula's finger, you can see where the ring was. like for real. And by the way, I'll admit, Ursula knows this. Chef knows this.
Everything.
I'm a very detail-oriented person. Like, I notice everything. So anyway, I noticed that. That's number one. Number two, I also want to just say this, Ursula. Look, you're our co-host. I'm going to go ahead and say the quiet part out loud. You showed me a picture yesterday. You showed me during the break. You said, "Oh, look, Gee, here's a picture." I think it was from 13 years ago. Am I right? 2012.
Yes, I said.
On March 20th, 2012, you showed me a picture. Ursula, I'm going to tell you in front of the whole world right now. Right now, you look 10 to 15 years younger than you did in 2012.
That's because those days I was running the newsroom. I was this close to death.
So
those were some bad times.
So last but not least, I want to just
thank you, though. I know you're being kind.
No. I did. I was kind for a reason, and here's the ultimate reason why I was too kind. You just showed me what you look like March 20th of 2012, and in March 20th, 2025, you look 15 years younger. So I want you to tell everybody that when you work with Gee, you feel and look younger.
Very true. Very true. You've brought the youth back in me.
That's all I wanted.
I got to stay on my toes.
That's all I wanted in the story. Chef, what you got, bruh?
Oh, nothing. I'm just enjoying it, soaking it up. That's
this
very
is how we
entertaining.
started our first segment. It's a fresh Friday, though, and we needed it.
Hey, Paul in 253 makes a good point. You are the Bo Derek on this show. You look better than me. You look better than Chef. Nick, does she look better than you?
I think so. I think the text line spoke for itself.
I love you
this
guys.
text line is lit up. All right. I guess we get to
and
it.
Vicky, no one's buddies put him up to it. He was there with his cousin. I was trying to find his cousin. I was like, "Could you get your cousin off of me?"
But Ursula, I one more question. What made you, like, you had to tell him, you told him you were married. Why did you feel like you had to prove to him by showing your husband? Were you just being extra nice?
No, because I think if people see my husband and my family, you will see that I'm a very happy woman.
Okay,
I think it'll just end. It'll end the conversation right there.
Can I give you a sweeping statement?
Yes.
And I just want to represent the man for a sweeping statement. Here we go. If you tell a man you're married, and that man does not stop right then, he does not care about pictures of family, and or husband.
And in fact, now that you say it, he said, "And."
True. Because also, even if a woman is in a relationship and tells the guy, because, sometimes girls do that thing. They're like, "Oh, sorry, I have a boyfriend," which can just mean I don't have a boyfriend, but I'm certainly not interested in you. You should be stopping right there.
Exactly.
You really should be.
You really should.
And for fellas out there, here's a word of advice. If she is married, leave her alone.
Please.
My dad used to say that all the time. Being in law enforcement, he said, you do not want to mess with someone that is married. That boy, whoo,
do
you
I
playing with fire.
do I appreciate compliments? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So perfectly fine to give a compliment.
Yeah.
Just don't take it further.
Ernie and Kent said, oh, way to bring it full circle, G. Make this all about G. Ernie, that's what this was about. I wanted Ursula to tell everybody that she feels better working with me.
But G is speaking truth. I looked a lot older.